What's going on, guys? It's Drew with Profit Monsters coming to you guys with another video today of what sold on eBay. So I haven't done one of these in a little bit, almost since my first week of sales, and it's been going on almost 60 days, about 2 months, and I'm really pumped. Things have been going really good, so I'm excited to bring you guys into my eBay store, show you guys the money that I've been making, just bring all the knowledge to you guys, not hide anything, and just show you what's going on and how I'm doing it, and give you guys some tips and advice along the way. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. But before I do that, I just want to give a big shout out to my buddy on Facebook at It's Just Corey. Make sure you go like his page on Facebook if you're into streaming and video games and Fortnite and other types of online streaming, stuff like that. He plays every single day of the week except for, I think, Sundays. And Saturdays. So 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. So make sure you give him a like, check him out, and a follow. And I'm really thankful that he's letting me use his setup because it's a lot better than what I have at my house. So let's jump into my eBay store. So, all right, let's go straight to it here. So as you guys can see from the last time, I think I only had, I'd have to go back to the video, but I think I only had about 20 to 50 items listed on my eBay store, and now I'm up to about 425, and that's not taking into account all the sales that I've made throughout this process, because obviously when you sell something, then your active amount of items for sale goes down, and I've sold 83 items, so really I had over 500 items listed on eBay to date, and 83 items have sold. I think the first video that I did was at about 7 sales. So I've been doing pretty good. I've been hustling. I've been on that thrift grind, that garage sale hustle. I've been really trying to work hard to show you guys how easy it is to make money with this system and setup. And just about anybody can do it. And I don't have a lot of experience sourcing, thrifting, years of knowledge or expertise. I've just watched YouTube videos, went into thrift stores, started searching on eBay when I found something that I thought was cool or might be worth something, and started picking it out. Check out my other videos if you want to see how I do it, and let's just keep going. So you can see the unsold stuff is either items that I've canceled or something I sold on another platform like Poshmark, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp. I have a lot of stuff listed on multiple different platforms, which is another thing that I recommend you guys take advantage of. And then obviously, like I said, 83 sales so far for a 60-day total, which is actually less than 60 days because I haven't even been doing it for that long, of about almost $3,300. So that's pretty cool, and that's gross. That's total sales. That's not including, how much my eBay fees were and, how much I spent on the items, but that's just a total gross sales. So that's still pretty cool. Okay, so before I get started with going through the items, I'm going to explain a little bit in detail of each one, but I'm not going to take a long time on them. I'm just going to kind of give you guys an idea of how much I paid for it, where I found it, and what made me purchase it, something like that, as I'm going through the items. So I hope this helps you. I hope it brings you a lot of knowledge, a lot of information, because I'm selling all sorts of stuff. I'm not just specific in one niche or niche, as some people call it. And, I'm not just a shoe salesperson. I'm not just a, clothing person. I'm kind of putting myself all over the place to learn as I'm doing this so I can bring the knowledge to you guys. So some stuff has been really good. Some stuff has been decent. And then I'll kind of share with you guys some of the experience that I had that have been not so good, which haven't been many, which is awesome. So, all right, let's get into it. All right. So right here, you can see I sold Mega Man Soccer, which was a Super Nintendo game. I believe this was the very last thing that I shared with you guys in my sales, or if not, I sold another Super Nintendo game, Super Earthbound for like $150. So I decided to post a couple more of my Super Nintendo games. I think I originally listed this one for $55 or $59, and I sold it for $50, which was a best offer accepted. And this was just something I had in my closet. I've had a lot of video games, Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64 laying around the house, and I really never get to use them that much, or I just don't play them. So I thought I'd list a couple of them, and there you go, $50 with no money invested. So next is a pair of Nike shoes I got at a thrift store for basically like $1 because they were having a closeout sale. I sold them for $20 plus shipping. This is one of the experiences that was new to me that I'll share with you guys. I sold a camera. Sold a camera on eBay from that camera box that I got where I sold the really expensive Rolleiflex camera, which was really cool. And I sold this one for $41. And so my experience with it was I'm not a big camera person. I just sold them as is. And apparently there was something that the shutter or something like that wasn't working. I'm really not too sure. And the person wanted their money back. I tried to negotiate with them and see if they'd take a partial payment, and they didn't. They just asked for a full refund. And from my experience, I'd rather just give them the money back, learn from the experience, and keep going than to try to negotiate and arbitrate it on eBay and fight the sale and all this kind of stuff, because I really don't want bad reviews or negative reviews or feedback on my eBay store as I'm growing, because you want to have good feedback or people won't buy from you. So I just decided to do a refund, and I kind of took the loss on the shipping. I had to pay for that, and so they had to ship it back to me. I had to pay for the label, but I'll list it back on eBay. I'll resell it, and we'll go from there. So here's another camera item I sold for 40 bucks. It was in that box of 100, or the $100 box that I bought. So basically pure profit there. I'll go through some of these really quickly. This was a Johnny Lightning Corvette car, still in the box. I think I bought this in a box, container. There was like 300 Matchbox cars in there, and I sold it for $3.50. Buyer paid shipping. So, I mean, I have, pennies on the dollar on these, so I listed a bunch of them just to try to start making sales on them. So I'm not complaining about that. This World Cup shot glass. These were some of my first sales again, going back to April 2nd. It's now May 3rd, so this was a month ago. So we're looking at, $4 for a shot glass. I paid 99 cents for it at Goodwill. Adidas track pants I bought for like $3 at Goodwill, sold them for 12 bucks, took a best offer. Star Wars pop-up book. This was really cool. These were kind of all over multiple different platforms. I had this listed on a bunch of different platforms, Mercari, OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, and I posted it on eBay actually last after all the other platforms, and I ended up selling it on eBay. I listed it for 20 bucks and took a best offer for $16. Buyer paid shipping. So that's pretty cool. And just the pictures on this are just really cool. So you can see like all the different pages. It pops up and it tells you the different stories about, the Star Wars and the different characters and the people in it. So I thought it was just a really cool buy. I found it for $1 at a garage sale. So just a pretty sweet little deal. This Chippendale mug actually didn't do as well as I thought it was going to do. I bought it with like 4 other Disney mugs, and this one, all the other mugs I bought with this lot were 79 cents each, except for this one. It was listed for like 4 bucks. I was real hesitant to buy it because that's way more than what I would pay for a normal mug. And I saw that a couple were listed for like $20 and were selling for like 15 to 20. So I listed it, and it was just kind of sitting around, and I really hadn't been having much luck with my mug sales, and I've been buying a lot of them because I've been seeing other YouTubers say they've had good luck with mugs. Gary V, if you watch him, he's all about the mug life, finding cheap mugs. So I decided to, give that a shot, and I still doubled my money. I sold it for 8 bucks. I think I had it for $15.99, and this was the only offer I had ever received on it, so I decided to sell it. So I still made profit, and of course on all these the buyer's paying shipping, so I'm not losing any money there. This is a pair of Nike FB Classics, or SB Classic shoes, excuse me, I bought at a flea market that you can see. I don't know where the listing is. There it is. I bought these at a flea market, and they were in excellent condition, brand new, never used. The guy wanted 35 bucks for them, and I negotiated all the way to $15. I bought them for $15 from the guy. He was actually really thrilled that he was going to sell them. I walked away and then ended up coming back to his little tent, and he's glad that I came back. I sold them for $55. So that was a really good sale, made good profit on those. That was my first pair of shoes that I sold on eBay. So that was a really good encouragement for me to kind of look for more shoes, and kind of got me started in going and getting more shoes as well. So this is an item that I'm still trying to figure out with eBay, actually, so this is a good one to share with you guys. I had this Matchbox car right here that I sold for $17.99, I think. I listed it for $30, had an offer on it. The guy still hasn't paid me for it, and it's been a month. So I'm trying to figure out if I can relist it or cancel the sale. I'm just kind of still learning that process because I haven't dealt with this yet, where someone has won a bid or won an auction or an eBay sale and then not paid for it. So, but it's still a cool sale and cool learning experience. So I'll get that figured out. And then another car I sold for 20 bucks in that same lot of Matchbox cars that I bought for 35 bucks for all of them, or 45. So you can see, like, just in these 3 cars, I basically made my money back. This Matchbox diecast right here, an Army vehicle transporter, I paid 10 bucks, or I sold it for 10 bucks, which is just a really cool sale again. moving on real quickly here. Tampa Bay Bucks hat. I paid 99 cents for it at Salvation Army. Sold it for $8. That was a really quick flip. I only had it on eBay for a couple days. This was a really cool canteen that I found at a garage sale for $2. And I was really excited about having this because there really wasn't anything like it with the type of material. And just a really cool item. Just had never been used, never been opened, made in the USA. There was a patent number on it. And I just thought it was a really cool piece. Picked it up for $2. I listed it for, I think, $25 and took a best offer for $20. Again, I didn't have it for that long. And as you can see, like even my description here just says large open country canteen, Western rustic country, brand new, condition is new, galvanized steel made in the USA. So like very simple description. I didn't spend hours making this listing. It probably took me about 35 seconds to make it. So this coin bank was a really cool find that I got at a flea market. If you watch the flea market video, I ended up selling it for $20, which is a little less than what I thought I'd get for it, but I only paid like $3 or $4 for it. I think I got it for $4. So, but just making sales, it all adds up. So, still a really cool find, a really cool piece. I decided to try it out and sold it pretty quickly. This Mickey or Disney golf hat, I think I paid 79 cents for it at a thrift store in my neighborhood. Locally, I mean, and I sold it for $18 within probably a week or two of having it online. It was just a really cool vintage hat, like from the 70s. So, Disney stuff has been doing really well for me, and golf stuff has been doing really well for me too. I don't even know how to pronounce this brand, Titleist, I think. This was like a driver golf tool that I actually bought a set of golf clubs at a garage sale for $15. And I sold the golf clubs with some other golf clubs for $55 on Facebook Marketplace. And this had fallen out of the bag and it was in my trunk. My wife found it. And sure enough, I looked it up. It was brand new, listed it on eBay and sold it for $25. So just a pretty sweet sale, just icing on the cake there. Just another cool thing I really had no money into is pure profit. This golden retriever head cover, this is for golf clubs. This was brand new with a tag on it. You can obviously see it's just kind of like a cute little thing. I just looked it up on eBay as I saw it at a thrift store and it was only $1.99. I picked it up. I ended up selling it for $20. So, when you're 10xing your money like this, I mean, you really can't complain when those sales are coming through. This is a really cool Jock Lindsay's Disney tiki mug that I sold right here. You can see there's a couple of flaws on it right on the front, but I put that in the description, made sure that people knew about it, and ended up selling the mug for $15. I paid 99 cents for it at Goodwill. So can't complain about that sale. I put this on my Instagram story, but I didn't put it on eBay, or I'm sorry, on YouTube as a video, but I picked this up on Facebook Marketplace for free. This Disney Minnie Mouse phone. Someone was giving it away for free, and I ended up picking it up. Within 3 minutes of them posting it, I just happened to be on Facebook Marketplace looking. It was in excellent condition. I picked it up for free, posted it on eBay for $55. Someone offered me $50, and I took it. And actually, a story with this is if you see this little Mickey Mouse photograph next to Minnie here, one of the tabs was like broken where it sticks in to the phone, and the buyer actually sent me a return notice that they wanted to return the phone because that little piece was broken. I sent them a message and asked them if they'd take a little bit of a refund, a partial refund. And I think I offered them like $10 refund, $10 or $15. That way I didn't have to worry about shipping and keep the sale, and I kept the buyer happy. She was thrilled about that, which it was really surprising because at first you can kind of get frustrated or disappointed when someone does a return for something, really silly like that, which it wasn't really that big of a deal. But she was really happy that I offered kind of like a partial payment back. So I still made profit on it because I didn't pay anything for it. So that's really why I did that. So just a sweet little deal there still. Yeah, $15 refunded right there. Sold it for $40 plus shipping. So I still made $25 profit on it. Nike Golf men's polo. I picked this up at Goodwill for like $2 or $3, I think. Sold it for $14 within 24 hours. The golf polos did really well for me. So, I keep a lookout for those when I'm in the thrift stores. Another Matchbox car I sold for $5.50 in the package. This was a bigger NASCAR model. It was a 1/24th scale model that I picked up at an auction, which I'll have the video out for that really soon. I've got so many videos I'm excited to share with you guys, so just make sure you're subscribed and stay tuned for those. But I ended up selling this. I bought a whole bunch of these. I bought like 30 or 40 of them for, I think, $52. I paid $2 a piece for them, and I sold this one for $19.99. So pretty cool. Or actually, I'm sorry, I listed it for $19.99, sold it for $18. So that was the best offer. This was just a mistake that a girl bought my Converse shoes. I bought these at Goodwill for like $12. She listed them, or she offered me full list price for them, $31.99, I think, which is what I had them listed for, $34.99. But she noticed that they were the wrong size because she thought that it was men's. The men's and the women's size kind of messed her up. So I returned her money, no questions asked, and she apologized. So we'll move on to the next page. So I'll go through some of these a lot quicker if I need to. Ralph Lauren shorts. I got these at a big auction with a bunch of clothes from an airport lost and found. Basically, you have like $1 into each of these items. Sold them for $20 within 24 hours. This Pittsburgh Penguins jersey was really cool. I picked this up at a Goodwill while I was out with my friend Tom, which that video should be out shortly too. Thrifting with a thrift master, so be on the lookout for that video. I paid like $4 for this jersey. It was in excellent condition. In less than 24 hours, I sold it. So I listed it for $29.99. I got a best offer of, oh no, I sold it for $29.99. So I got full price offer on that. This was a Canon camera that I sold that was a canceled offer because I had accidentally misled the listing with a camera lens. I typed in the wrong camera lens, so the buyer didn't want it, so I canceled the sale before I shipped it out. It was just a mistake on my part. I went and fixed the listing, and lesson learned. This Nike Storm jacket, I bought at Goodwill for $4, sold it for $20 plus shipping. Pretty simple. This was a really cool piece right here. This is Lululemon. If you guys don't know anything about them and you're looking to get into thrifting and reselling, this is probably one of the brands to be on the lookout for. It's basically just an athletic brand that's really popular right now, and if this will load, I will show you the back side of it. But in the meantime, let's see if I can go back to this one. So what's really cool about Lululemon is they are really popular right now, and their shirts are astronomically high in price. They sell brand new for like $88 a shirt. And so this was in that lot that I got from the auction of all the airport lost and found stuff. And I ended up selling the shirt for $40, which is basically I had about $1 into it, like I said, with all the clothing I bought and how much I paid for everything. I sold it for $40. It was just a sweet deal. Let me see if the picture will load here. There we go. So if you look on the back, I don't know if I can zoom in on an old picture, but right here, let me change my scene. Right here, there's like a little horseshoe kind of symbol, if you want to call it that. And that's what you want to look for on the back, is for authentic Lululemon. And these shirts are selling for a lot of money. So if you can pick these up for, a couple of bucks or less, you can make a lot of money on them. I've already sold a couple of them, which you'll see as I go through. So just a really cool deal right there. Lots of profit to be made. And we'll go to the next couple ones. This was in the lost and found lot, $5 for a lacrosse shirt that was in there. Just a quick sale. These Billabong shorts had a stain on them, and I still managed to sell them for $8. I listed them for, I think, $14.99, and since they had a stain on them, I took the first offer I got just to get rid of them. This was an awesome sale. I was really pumped about this. This was a Disney mug. I had paid 79 cents for it, Chippendale and Pluto. As you can see, like one of the Chippendales, I don't know who's who, is like kind of 3D on the mug there. Paid 79 cents for it. I had it for about 3 weeks, and then I ended up selling it for $28.99. It was really encouraging to sell a mug and made a lot of profit on it. So a lot of the clothing that you'll see is in the lost and found airport auction lot. So I won't go through every single one of them, but Nike joggers, $20. A vintage Air Jordan hoodie, $15. This was a Disney's Goofy Movie Powerline shirt that was for sale at Target. I picked this up from a retail arbitrage at Target for like $2, and I sold it for $14 plus shipping. One of my Matchbox cars in that big lot, I sold for $9.99. Again, like pennies on the dollar. So those are still coming in pretty consistently. Hugo Boss shirt, again from that big lot, $30 for that sale, was really nice. Here's another camera I sold for $75 out of that lot. So you can see how many of the cameras I'm selling. I mean, I'm just making buku profit on that. Be on the lookout for stuff at garage sales that you might not know anything about, but you can certainly look up. This was a guy who bought 2 shirts from me at the same time, almost within 24 hours of listing these, a Lacoste shirt and a Hugo Boss shirt. I think he paid $9 to $12 for these, and just pure profit right there almost. This is something I had no idea what it was. I probably way undersold it. Apparently Fendi is like super expensive. Their shirts on their website are like $500 to $600 for a single stinking shirt. I couldn't believe it when I found it in the lot. It was in great condition. I know nothing about Fendi or Gucci or, whatever all these fancy brands are, Coach and stuff. I couldn't find anything like it on eBay, no comps. I think I listed it for like $79 just because I had nowhere to price point it. I thought I was already listing it too high. Someone offered me $66. I immediately accepted it because it's $66 for a freaking t-shirt. So of course I accepted it and sold it. No complaints. It's real because it has a tag on. It's 100% authentic. Probably could have sold it for maybe 100, maybe 200, maybe a 500. I don't know. But I mean, for a $66 sale for a t-shirt, I am super thrilled. So, but now I know, and I will be on the lookout for those, and price pointing those a little bit better. A pair of shorts in that big lot, sold them for $11.55. My wife found this at a Goodwill. I thought she was crazy. Picked it up for like 50 cents, and literally within 30 minutes of listing it, I sold it for $7. I don't even know what it is. It's like one of those stash cans that you can like hide stuff in at your house so that like if you get robbed or something, I don't know, people, it looks like an empty can and you can stash stuff in there. But I sold it for $7 within 30 minutes of listing it. So here's another golf head cover. I sold this one for $5 because it was in rough shape, but I got it with a bunch of golf clubs that I had basically paid nothing for. So, just listed it and sold it. A couple more Matchbox cars. Again, $10, man. I'm selling Matchbox cars. Here's a pair of Nike shorts I sold for $16.25 in that big lot. A pair of Levi's for $10 I picked up in that lot. A set of Under Armour shorts and basketball shorts. I sold these for, I think, $15 for both of them. It was just, clothing is selling really good. I picked up this Red Hot Chili Peppers tank top for 25 cents at a thrift store. This is probably one of the coolest and only band tees that I found. But I mean, the shirt was just really cool. It was in really good shape. I thought the colors were very bright, and band t-shirts do really well, especially with like well-known bands and stuff like that. So I ended up selling this shirt literally within, I think, 15 minutes of listing it for, I got a best offer, $12. I listed it for $15. I immediately accepted. Whoops. Sorry about that. This was a pair of Nike shoes that I picked up at a Goodwill for $6. $5.99. I cleaned them off with a Mr. Clean Magic Eraser on this white part, and you can still see they're a little dirty, but I just put that in the listing that they're not brand new, they're worn a little bit, but you can see how great they came out after I used the Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, and I sold them for $25. I mean, it just blows my mind that people buy stuff on eBay like this when they can go to their local thrift store and probably find the exact same item or something similar. So, but I'm not complaining because I'm making money, right? Okay, so let's go. This is probably the last page I'll go through with you guys. My wife had these laying around the house, a pair of high heel shoes that she had only worn one time for a wedding. Listed them for, I think, $20, sold them for $15, best offer, less than 24-hour sale. I mean, free money right there. Had them laying around the house. She wasn't using them. She wasn't wearing them. So, there you go, pure profit. This was a really nice sale, $35 for this pair of Champions. This was a sweatshirt and sweatpants with like a gold foil logo on it. Sold it for $35 plus shipping. It was just a really nice sale. 3 Hurley men's shirts. These were brand new with tags on them. Whoops. I don't want to go to JCPenney. No, take me away. These were brand new with tags. You can see right here. Each tag was $15.50. So I accepted a best offer. I listed it for $26, accepted a best offer. Actually, this guy offered me like 10. I counter offered at 20. He counter offered at $17.50. I decided to accept because it was the only offer I had on these shirts. They were super soft. I almost just kept them for myself because they were really nice, but I got a lot of blank t-shirts, so I just figured I'd sell them and make the money. These bike shorts I had for forever, so I'm so glad that I sold them, and I sold them for way less than what I wanted to, but I bought this. If you watch my Amazon pallet video, unboxing an Amazon pallet, these were in there. They're supposedly like $89 to $100 brand new. I could not get anybody to buy them for the life of me. And so I listed them for $45. I got an offer for $25. I immediately accepted just because I was so sick and tired of looking at them. So sometimes, if you want to move inventory, then, and that's more money that I can spend at the thrift store. So, just decided to take the offer and go from there. Here's another Lululemon shirt. I got this. My wife found it at a thrift store for $2. I listed it for $47.99, people, $48, and within an hour, I had sold it. Literally within an hour, I had sold this shirt for $48, paid like $2 for it. Lululemon is really trending right now. It's really hot, so keep an eye out for those. This was a lunchbox that I bought in an auction for $2. I thought it was worth a lot more. I didn't look it up on eBay. Oh, excuse me. I took a chance on it. I listed it for $9 because there really weren't great comps and it was pretty scratched up. But I ended up selling it for $5. Still made some profit. One of my smaller sales, but I'm not losing money, so I can't complain. Moving on, here's another pair of sweatpants joggers. I can't believe how much these sell online, especially large, extra large, and 2XL. For some reason, I just don't think those people like to go out in public and buy their clothes, because that's a lot of the majority of the sizes that I've been selling. Especially sweatpants and joggers. Those are really trending right now too. It's like everybody's wearing them. Everybody's kind of going for that like laid back, lazy look, and so I sold them for $20. Buyer paid shipping again. This was a really cool piece that I bought at an auction. Again, the video is coming shortly, so you'll see that. But I wanted you guys to just see, I paid $2 for this. It was brand new, unopened. I bought it for $2. Okay, and I listed it for $35 plus shipping. I got an offer for $30 within a week of having it listed and sold it. Took the first offer I got. I've got 2 of them, so I wanted to move the inventory. And it was just a really cool sale. Something I had never bought before, something I know nothing about Star Trek except for Spock. And this thing, if I'm doing that right, I think that's Star Trek, but that's about all I know. So here is the first item that I lost money on, and I can't believe it, because I pride myself in always making profit. And the reason why I lost money on this was because I wasn't paying attention and I set the listing as a bid and not a buy it now. And the bid started at 99 cents. And what do you know? One person bid on it. And what happened? They won it for 99 cents. I ended up buying this at a thrift store for like $5.99 for the set. This like Bugs Bunny cheese grater and plate package, and I thought it was a really cool piece. It was in like mint condition. I had seen them selling separately for between $15 and $30, very rarely, so I thought I was going to make a killing on it, and I made a mistake and someone got really lucky. So lucky for me, the buyer paid shipping. I didn't have free shipping on it, which I try not to do because obviously I want to maximize profits. So I'm willing to wait a little bit longer for somebody to buy my item and pay shipping on it than offer free shipping and sell it and make less money. So I took a little bit of a loss on this, but I lost about $5, but really I didn't lose any money because I consider it a really good lesson learned, and I definitely won't do it next time. I'll make sure that all my items are buy it nows. Once I saw that, I immediately went into my store. I had like 8 items that were set as bids because I was just going through and listing items quickly, and I changed them all to buy it nows. Here's another pair of Hurley shorts I sold for $8, size 32s. People buy this stuff. It's crazy. A pair of jeans, Zara Man. Zara is really popular right now. It's kind of like that hipster, look where men wear capris for jeans and they're like stretchy pants and stuff like that. Sold them for $12, came in that lot. I had like $1 into it. So, I took a best offer on them. Just trying to sell some of these clothing items I got. Nike leggings. I sold these a couple days ago. I'm still waiting on payment, but listed them for I think $20. Took a best offer of $15, immediately accepted. Nike crop top. This was a really cool piece. I had listed this on Poshmark and eBay and got offers on both platforms. I got a higher offer on eBay than I did on Poshmark, so I decided to obviously take that. And you can see it's like a crop top and leggings. I had never really seen, or actually there were only a couple like it, and they were brand new from like the Nike store. I'm sure this was probably like a $60, $70, $80 suit or outfit, brand new. I listed it for $40, and I think I sold it for $35 plus shipping. So got almost my full list price. So I was really happy with that. Adidas jacket, less than 24-hour sale, sold for 20 bucks. A Kansas City Blades hockey puck. I had this around my house because I used to collect hockey pucks when I played hockey years ago. And I took a best offer on it because I have like 25 of the pucks listed. So I just trying to move the inventory. So I took a best offer, $4.70. It was a weird offer, but I decided to accept it. Buyer paid shipping. This was a really cool item I picked up at Goodwill recently. Sold for 60 bucks. I paid $12 for it, and within 24 hours, I sold it for $60. Buyer paid like $30 shipping to make sure that it was well wrapped and packaged, and it was just an awesome flip. Just really quick, made a lot of money on it, and I had never done anything like this before. I just picked it up, saw that they were selling on eBay, and decided to give it a shot. These are really popular right now, these puffer jackets, and I got a bunch of these in the auction that I picked up. They were all in great shape. I think I've sold like 5 or 6 of them. This one I listed for $21.99, and I sold it for 15 bucks because I got a bunch of them. Another head cover right here. I had picked this one up for 50 cents, and I sold it for 9 bucks plus shipping. So just another sweet deal. And these ones are my most recent ones, like to date, literally today, May 3rd, as I'm making this video. This Aladdin genie lamp from 1992. I picked it up and paid $1 for it, sold it for $25. I had an offer for $25. I counter offered at $28. They declined the offer, and I was a little sad. And then a couple days later, I got another $25 offer, so I decided to accept it and, made a lot of money. So I was really happy with that, really thrilled with the buyer, that another buyer came through. Since 2 people offered me 25 bucks, I decided to accept it and kind of just, move the inventory. It's just pure profit. But this is all the sales that I have made so far in the last basically 30 days. Those sales have what come through. But I will tell you guys just a couple of things before I sign off here. It is a little bit of a grind. It is a little bit of a hustle to take the pictures, to list them, to put the item details in. But if you start making the listings and you start putting in the work, you will see the sales come through. I mean, I've never done this before. And, it's been less than 60 days since I've started thrifting and trying to post stuff on eBay. And obviously you can see that I'm having pretty good success with it so far. I'm averaging, 1, 2, maybe even 5 sales a day at this point. And I'm getting orders in my sleep. I'm literally waking up in the morning and seeing eBay sales or offers come through, which is just really cool to wake up and make money. So if you guys have any questions, or if you want more advice or tips, or you want to see more videos like this about what sold, I'll start doing this weekly instead of monthly so that the videos are a little bit shorter. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed this, or you saw a cool item that you thought that you know something about that you could resell. Leave a comment on the bottom if you've ever sold any of these items, or you have something that you want to resell. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Signing off for now. This is Drew with Profit Monsters. Peace money!